Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are so far. We've got our mount and our ship. Like I say, the body's done. We're going to work on the sails and wings and flaps and doodads and who's its and what's its tonight. I think it's really looking good. This is really, it's not, I thought it was going to be much more complicated than it has been to build. It's not been a dream to build, but it's been far easier than it looks like it would have been. I think they've done a really good job on designing this one. The instructions have been pretty good. Nice pictures, fairly good and step-by-step guide. Of course, and supposedly, I haven't figured out how, but you can mount this vertically on the wall, I think like this, and somehow this goes up so it, like I say, it can be mounted against the wall with the ship up here. I don't know if the instructions are in that on how to do that or not, but I've been trying to sort of look and see and figure that out, but I haven't yet. Like I say, I'm not in the actual instructions, just in looking at this thing. But like I say, that's something I'll probably look into just to make sure I've got room to, to display it. Because this one, I think, is going to end up being one of those that gets a nice space of prominence somewhere in the house. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. So I try not to break them too. So you can see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. Have a good time, upload daily, and just basically try and have fun. If you've seen any kits like this, or basically anything that you think I would be able to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I had one mentioned today from my fine friends, I think in France. It was a French. Google Translate said translated from French. But and they mentioned one that I had not seen before, and I'm excited about doing, so I will have to put that on the purchase list. But like I say, if you've seen something, feel free to drop in the comments. I will, if I think I can do it, I'll probably add it on so we can do it. But now it's time to get down to business. So let's start with step 54, which is just a bunch of propellers. And I definitely want to have my tweezers out for this. Have a B7000, which will probably end up finishing up with today. And let me find, there's something to do my gluing on. A little piece of scrap cardboard I have laying around here. Basically, so we got 12 orange ones and 6 blue ones. And to get down a notch to maybe make it a little more. They look much nicer in person than they do. But I'd say 6 of those, 12 of those, and just basically one goes on each side here. So, trying to figure out what's the best. So, it's a good outline. So I'm thinking 3 dots in the center. I say you can come in for this. 3 dots in the center here, and then 1 on each tip. And I think that'll get us secured. But let's see how that goes. Okay, so I'm going to put my I'm already stuck in the strings. My hands are full, so I can't. Okay, and this has, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera or not. It's got sort of the metallic side and the dull side, so I do want to make sure the metallic side goes out. You guys on there. Get my specs on so I can see. Can't line these guys up. And set you aside to hopefully dry. Move on to the next one. And I can't find something. Let's see if this thing's less contaminated with glue, so I can maybe get some. Not really. Okay. I don't think I remushed down the other one. Let's bring it back in here. Sure, I get the glue all over my fingers so they're nice and sticky. Okay. Try it from here. Going pretty good. I'm starting to feel a little better about this. I forgot to check for the... Yeah, so far I've remembered to look for the metallic on one of them. But I'm not going to undo it at this point. Okay, so... Okay, so I got 2 shiny ones and 2 dull ones now, so that's... Shiny side out. Okay. One more and we're halfway done. Alright, so that's one side done. So let's start back up. Go around the other way. That one got twisted. Okay. This may have been something I should have sped up. But there's also a high chance of me goofing this up too, so hate to mess with that. Okay. As tedious as this is, actually isn't that bad, really, as far as assembling little bitty pieces. Get rid of the little strings. The hardest part's setting them down. Oh. Okay, finally, that last one. Whew. Alright, well, I got 6 propellers, and that's all 54. Now, whoops, they snuck some pieces in I didn't see. Okay, let me go pull those pieces, because they put them here in a dark picture and I didn't notice it. So I'm going to grab those and I'll be right back, and we'll mount these guys onto our airship. Okay, so our propellers get mounted here, here, and here with these guys. It looks like we just move that to there. Start on the bottom, I think. Through there. Pop on one of our propellers. And a spacer, or I guess more to keep it flush there, and then you on the other side. And just squish them together, I reckon. Yeah. And, alright. Pretty straightforward. This will be 55. I'm going to try and make them all slightly different angles, I believe. Because they do end up, these two weighing it down, so it's going to give them a little twist before I cinch everything up, I hope. Just got a notification that a Temu package delivered. I wasn't expecting one, well, another one today, so I'll give you not that much of a twist, yeah. So I got them, like I say, just alternate. Whoops. Definitely want to leave this on the stand today. Okay, now this is more acceptable pace, I think. Making good progress here. I'll have them a little bit different on each one. And then repeat on this side. Yeah, this is here. Twist on there. And last one. going good until this one. There we go. We got 6 propellers mounted, so our airship has forward momentum, I guess. Not momentum. Locomotion. Something like that. Okay, so that was 55 and on to 56. We're working on the tail end here. Got these guys, little bat signal looking guys. They get mounted here on our tail fins. Next in. Okay, I do need to leave that on there. Yeah, just pop you in there. There. Okay. I'm not fine. Get them straight there. Okay, so I've got those guys in place. And now, yep. Okay, that is right. Get to do some more gluing, but only 2 of them this time, so that should be easier. And I think this one looks like they're, yeah, it's the same on both sides. These are metallic on both sides, so it's just a matter of lining them up and making them go. Trying to clean up my glue, because I think it was a little clogged. I think I got some old dried up stuff in there, but it may just be about time to give up the ghost and break out the other bottle. I'm looking to see if I had anything similar that I haven't used. You know what? I've still got some of this Beacon 3-in-1. It's a similar product. It's sort of a rubber glue-esque thing, but the nozzle isn't quite as fine. Let's see how it goes. And let's see, so it's going like that. And that on both sides. So I'm going to hit this and drop it in place. That seems to be the way to do this. Let's see how this goes now. Okay, yeah, it is. Gotta wait for the glue to run down. Okay, so it's on this side. Yep. Okay, there it comes. Still got the strings. I'm going to go this side flush rather than this side, because this side's going towards our tail fins there, so it should be. I think that actually worked out. I think it worked out a little bit better. I'm not sure. Somebody pop up. Alright, here, so on this side. Okay, this one lined up. Oh, well, I guess this is maybe a trick of the lighting. From up here it looks like it lined up better, but down here in the display it doesn't. Okay. And go like that, so we want back side. And it does that thing where the blob comes out too. And I think it just grows out of there. I just wipe that thing off and it's still got some back pressure in it or something. But it didn't even. I think it's that out of line. It didn't. Okay, and trick for that is to pull it back in. And hope I put that on the right side, and I didn't. Should have checked it. Okay. Get a paper towel. I know better to do that. Okay. Clean this off without wrecking everything. I think it's gonna work. One of those inevitable mistakes I've made. Okay. So I want it on this side. Store that one upside down, maybe solve some of my issues with it. I believe I did warp it a little bit when I cleaned it off there. Alright, so 2 rudders, and they go into those pieces we just did. And I do think I need would be 7,000 for this, for the control. These are little teeny tiny and get it to flow down there. Okay. Now, you guys should just hopefully slide in there and stick. Fairly lightweight, so I don't think there'll be much issue with it. Alright. And that's those on there. Straighten you back up. Stay. Alright. That's 57. So get you out of the way and hope you stay on there and dry. And 58. Making us some, I don't know, they're not wings, but they're wing structures. Pretty straightforward on these guys. Throw those guys in. And 59. Another set of wing-like structures. Double. And 4. And now get to mount these guys in. Okay. And our sides here. These go up front. And there's evidently, okay, underneath here there's a couple of guys that have holes in the back there, right down in there. There's 2 of them, and this guy evidently goes in between them. Let's see if I can get an angle where I can do that. One in. Okay. There it goes. And there's a little wobble on there. I think that's by design. This one. And them again. Okay. I believe. Yeah, then we got there. Like I say, there a little wobble in them, but that's. I think it's how it's supposed to be. Now these guys. that. Okay, there's one back here with a slot in it. So that's where you live. Okay, and it's got the little nibs in front of it, behind it too, so that's gonna pop in there. Not near as much wobble on that one. Alright. Got our wing-like structures in place. They're sort of hanging in there, so I think that's alright. Okay. Now, get to make the parts for these. So, get you over here, bring y'all in play. I'm not sure if I want to keep trying to use that beacon. It does seem to work pretty good, so I hate to not use it. I'm going to get 2 of these. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the beacon for right now. It seems to be cooperating with me some. Okay, I'll double check that I'm doing the right side, don't it? That way. So I want this side. That way. I want that side. Okay. How this goes. Let's distort it upside down there, so maybe it'll cooperate a little bit. It doesn't have the same. The B7000 is better as far as getting out the little dots. This is probably better for beads. And down here, but that's going to be towards the inside of the ship, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Needs it to be more. Let's see. Any dots that come out seem to be fairly blobby with this stuff. It is much more stringy. I think it's one of those things. It definitely has its place and to be a good use for something, but I think I'm forcing this one into this round peg into a square hole on this. It does seem sticky enough. Okay. Let's flip you. There. Oh, show that side. And flip you that side. big glob of it on there again. Alright, those two done. Put you aside and work on this one. Do 4 of these. I'm going to go back to the D7000 on this batch just to see how much easier or harder it is. Yeah. I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna grab the next bottle. It's time for a new bottle. This stuff's too empty. Let's see. Okay, new bottle time. Should work perfectly from the get-go. They just far more control if I weren't sticking to it. Or I get tiny bits out. But I do believe that the stuff dries quicker. It seems to get stickier quicker. Told me, didn't it? Okay. Matter of fact, what I think I'm going to do, after I get done with this side, since I'm not sure it's drying quick enough, I'm going to go mount those other wings first, and then I'll come back and do the other side of this one, and then I'll do one other piece I've got pulled. And then I'll go back and mount these. So I'm going to go sort of back and forth in this last little bit. I won't be following strictly by the instructions, but I think it'll work out best for this. Make sure the stuff's stuck. So now those get situated over there. While they're doing that, you can mount these wings or fins or whatever, flaps, airlines, whatever they are. They're supposed to go a notch there. Like that. And I think it's going to stick. It seems to be okay. Good. Get my glue out again. A little bit on both sides just to get the best odds. And there. Same thing, glue on. Try to hit both sides of the flap. I say I still don't, not sure what this one would be considered. And this one's not cooperating. I don't think it's actually in the notch here. Hang on, something. Okay, this outside notch wasn't level, I don't think. Okay. Appears to be hanging on now. Other side stand. Not looking as good here. Why are you being such a disagreeable? Look at this big gap here. And it's nice and tight all the way across there. Oh, looks good. Oh, it's not all the way in on the other side. Okay. It wasn't this part, it wasn't in on that side. Okay, now it seems to be going, but look, a little better. Not quite as big of a gap. Okay. Back out of the way. And now, guys back in. Okay, so that's like that. That's that. You kidding me? Stay. No, it won't come back up. No luck. Okay. Fingers are getting really sticky now. Trying to roll me at some point. Okay. Okay, now, like I said, I'm going to let these dry for a few minutes while I work on the next little bit. And then I'll go back and mount those. Like I say, they go on the front and back of these little floppy wings. Okay, so now we got our bottom rudder or something. So this 64. Oops. These guys can go in front and back on that little section. And actually, I didn't realize this is actually two different steps I'm about to do here. I thought it was all one. Let's let it in. Okay, you're not. Okay, run that through there. Let's see, forces them on either side there. And that was 64. 65. Popping these guys in to those holes there. Not a little more space on this side. There and there. And okay, like that, so they're in place. And then the back is some more of these things. Make sure they're seated in good this time. Okay. You go. And the bottom back here. Where do you go on the bottom back here? Ah, right through here it looks like. Yeah. Yep, just broke it out. We'll get that end. Okay, that's bad. Oh, I see what the problem was. I was trying to go backwards. That goes in there. Yeah, that was the issue. I went the wrong way. Okay, and that's busted out now. So let me. Like I was just talking about it. Use the stuff I think would be good for running a bead. Well, let's just run bead here and see how that works. I think that'll work. Hold it on. I think it's staying in place. Yeah, it appears to be staying. So let's move these guys back in place here. And actually, let me spin you around because I think give me a little bit more stability facing this way. The stand has a slant to it, so I think it works better this way. All right. Now I'll mount these guys on. And we will call this a night. And I still think we're going to finish up tomorrow. Cause I've looked at how they've got the rigging done, and it's not going to be, it shouldn't be as bad as I thought. I was worried about it being. So fingers crossed it'll be a less dramatic thing than I was expecting. So these go there and there. So it's 4. Go all across there, and you into the notches. And here. They're not looking as good as I want them to. Okay. Both. To me. Alright. I don't think that one is up. Ah. Alright. That, like I just said, it's gonna call that a night. Our bottom piece is staying in. Got, well, that's not staying upright. This is the only one that's being a wise guy about not staying straight. All the other ones are reasonable. Alright, there's. Alright, yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay, I think that's. And I've blasted way on past my 45-minute mark yet again. One of these days I'll start hitting that consistently, I hope. And this one, this one. Okay, that doesn't. Alright. But, I say, that's enough for tonight. I'm, pleased with the progress. Should finish up tomorrow. I'm hopeful that it won't be as bad as as I was originally thinking it was, because I've sort of taken a peek ahead, and the way they're doing the rigging, I like the way, I'm hopeful it's going to be good. But, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. You gonna say goodbye, Neo? No, she's not gonna say goodbye.